We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. How in the world did he miss that? Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
I'm gonna win that game, bro. I ain't losing twice.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. White wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Underheat, he gets rid of it.
Steelers gonna win that game. I ain't gonna lie.
Massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
White going to attack through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
My nigga was stuck, bro. This shit is stupid, bro. EA got to do better, bro. My nigga just turned into a robot, bro. No, that's a CPU. He ain't joined yet. No, I'm joining tonight, yeah. And that shit is a glitch in the game. The fucking autofill is off, bro. And they still saw anyway.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. White wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Smashes through the tackle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through a tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Jesse Bates, pick 6.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan offense back on the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion.
Professor X gonna win that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Coverage team does a good job. He touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about it.
The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Grab near the marker. It's Clark. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
White going to attack through the air. Makes the grab. It's Washington.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and we've come to the end of one.
If you've seen it, yeah.
Catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36 line, and they'll move the chain.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year, how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Let's it fly! And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He's sleep is wild.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Can't stand that nigga, boss. I hate that nigga. I hate Banks, bro. I got rid of that nigga so fast in OTS, bro. I can't stand that nigga, bro. He's just fast, bro. I mean, I never took the time to build him up because I don't like him in real life. I can't stand that nigga. The other nigga, the slot nigga, that nigga's my nigga, boy. Number 22. Phillips is my nigga. I couldn't get right with Banks, bro. He was just a fast idiot. He ain't getting beat on no deep route, though. I'll say that. But everything underneath, he was getting killed.
The ball carrier inside, he tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pressure coming. Got his man. He's really close to that first down.
It's my third tight end, man. I ain't got no tight end. Fucking recruiting is terrible.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first.
How old is he?
At the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense.
Definitely worth a high second.
On him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
If it's Dino's, nah, they're not going to prove that. I ain't going to hold you.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the first half.
Just for the first straight up? I don't think it's going to
You
prove.
can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get it.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Michigan.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for two.
Yankee Blue. Yankee 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake. Deflected near the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit, right? They had the penalty. The ball was snapped very close to the goal line, and still they're able to step up and stop the two-point conversion.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. White going to attack through the air. Fakes to grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this
Yeah, he
offense?
picked these uniforms at the last second, bro.
Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. White wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle.
Sneak gets it done.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket.
Bates for another one.
Play action attack.
To the air
I
on
might call
2nd
that
down.
some
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's
Oh,
making bad
thank you.
decisions.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that's a great sign for this
Bijan
offense,
to the
because
house.
this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first.
There's me right now, boy.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's an offense
That nigga
that
just
takes
took
pride in
off.
being
They
physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Man.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where it made just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed up.
And here's the third interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Shotgun snap on third down. Here's a heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go to the ground. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Trying play action. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. White wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. He's looking deep. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Give to the back. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Durr. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. White wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
White going to attack through the air. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense.
Nah, hell no.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
This nigga Tim is stupid, bro.
A doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, they're after him. The short hands, it's Martin. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Snagged out of the air. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. A first down run in the red zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. White wants to throw it. Working that left side now.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to lose that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab close to the logo. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. A 5 trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. White going to attack through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Rush is on him. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football. But there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time. Made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes the heat. Moving toward the end zone. And once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders
these crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle,